Welcome to the Mario era, chapter 98.
No video to the Mario. It's a Mario. Hide your recruits. Hide your recruits.
It's Cruitin. It's officially Cruitin season.
I'm gonna steal
Let's
your
go.
recruits. Oh my goodness! That's why you gotta be patient with this man.
Get us out of the regular season. Just get me into Cruitin season.
It's
He's good.
what he's best at. It's what
That's
he's
what he's
best
best at. That's what we need to focus
This
on.
is it. This is his. Listen, this is what makes it all. This is what makes, all that other stuff worthwhile. What he does now. So for those of you curious, if you missed it, about a half hour before we came on here and started this up, 5-star Justin Scott has flipped from Ohio State to Miami. Miami now has the number 5 ranked class in 2024. FSU at 3, Miami 5, Gators at 6. And how awesome is that all 3 in the top 6? That is fucking, let's go.
We could say top 5, but we just bumped your ass, lizards.
Right,
And listen, but we got to be honest. We have to be fair. We have to be diplomatic. We can't be too big of homers. Florida, they don't care right now. They're too busy with their bowl prep. Oh, they care. They care. We jumped their ass.
Why is your background different?
Who, me?
No, Toast.
Oh, he's just in a different angle.
Oh.
How's my background different?
I don't know. It's like you're like moved around.
You moved your camera.
I'm on a different camera because what I learned about 5 minutes before we went live was that I had 20 people over here for Thanksgiving, right? Total chaos. So we locked Frank up here in the office. Little son of a bitch ate through the camera cord.
Stop it.
And I just realized that. So I have a backup camera that I pulled out, and so it's in a different spot.
Thank God.
Right? Because if you weren't seeing this fucking
I know.
face,
That's the end of the world. It's the end of the show, really.
Scoop's got so much OCD, bro. He's got so much OCD. If your level is just a tick hair off,
I know.
Hey, turn down. Hey, where's your camera? Hey, Jenners, is he hot? Is this his video right? What'd you do with your lighting? Did you hit the low light button? Come on, Ro, hit the low.
Oh, oh my God! All right,
I can only do with what I'm given.
Not much, man. It's not much you've been given.
And listen, so can Mario. And Mario was given much with this recruit, man. Oof. When you're the top 10 recruit in the country, wow, Wales, and apparently Wales like to travel in pods. So I don't think that's first. They're anticipating a hot stretch down the back.
There's going to be some flips, I do believe.
Flip City seems that way. Well, and listen, there needs to be some flips because there's going to be quite an exodus of talent walking out the door here this offseason. And there's going to be some positions that are going to be laid bare that need to be restocked in one recruiting cycle, and you need portal to be able to do that.
We should talk about it at the Green Tree.
We should.
72.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, before we get into all of that, first we got to give some congratulations. Season's over. Some accolades came out. First of all, young Mr. Ruben Bain, congratulations, ACC Defensive Rookie of the Year.
That was a cool story. If you didn't see that online, Mario Cristobal during his recruiting pitch told the young man, "You're gonna be going up to Charlotte to win that award." And you fast forward a year later, he didn't lie, and that was nice. And you got to think that probably had a little bit to do with the flip at Ohio State because NFL executives, they're not paying attention so much to like freshmen on the roster. But high school recruits are paying attention to freshmen, and when a freshman can do that well, it's going to attract top-end talent. Trench bullies, that's how you have to bullet. That's how you have to build it, and Mario, for sure, is a trench bully when it comes to recruiting. Good stuff.
Yeah, there were 13 players, Scoop, before you hop in here, that earned all ACC honors. First team, Cam Andy. Second team, Jalen Rivers, Matt Lee, Kiko Burchard. Third team, Jacolby, criminal, Ruben Bain. Honorable mentions were Francis, Inez, Javion, I'm not sure how that happens, and Dylan Joyce.
I mean,
Got robbed on first team. Come on.
Keon Coleman was just a great job by Florida State and their hype men. because when you look at those stats, and somebody put that from the OBB account, just like Keon Coleman first team, and then you got Jacoby, just pay attention to their stats. You would swear they were
the
flipped.
The problem is this was, and I did it in part just to God, they're incapable of not being pissed off about stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I did it in part for that. But really their biggest defense of it, which is totally wrong. That's my problem. Who would you, if you're a GM, who are you going to take first? If you're a coach, who would you rather have on your team? Blah, blah, blah. That's fine. And most would probably say Keon Coleman. Here's the problem. That's not what the award's for.
Mm-hmm.
The award, you know what they call that? You know what they call that? It's called the NFL draft. That's what they call that award ceremony. They don't call it the ACC First Team Receiver Award, right? That goes to the person who performed the best in the ACC for the year, not the one who you project to be a Hall of Famer or not. So that's kind of like the tilt on that I just don't understand. But I understand it's coming from, the people up there. So it is what it is. The offensive line, I just say, what are you doing? You have an offensive line, you have 14 sacks. 14 sacks the whole year. Some of them didn't give up any sacks on their own. Not a single first teamer on there. I don't.
And that's where I want to segue. That's where I want to segue because we're not making that argument about Cohen. Cohen, I felt, got robbed. Cohen's probably going to be arguably one of the. He's a first round talent. He might be the first guard that they take. I'm sure there's others. Listen, but I know he's on the big boards. We're not saying, hey, we just understand it's a rigged award ceremony. You had David Hale, the ACC guy. He was. I have no idea who they're picking this year. This is. I'm not taking away or sliding anybody, so he didn't name names. But you definitely could feel that there was some sleight of hand here from the ACC, which triggered my response. I just can't wait to leave this conference because the refereeing was bad enough in itself. You have the ACC. Could you imagine being Florida State right now? Like a little bit of a divert. I'm back.
Yeah.
ACC should be shouting at the rooftops right now. If Florida State goes undefeated, how in the hell could you not argue on their behalf as an ACC representative, right? You have to. You absolutely have to. They're not. And I think Florida State has to own that a little bit because Florida State, at the beginning of the year, they told everybody and their mama, their sister, their cousins, everybody, oh, we're out of this conference. We hate this conference. So now ACC is not like going to bat for them. But you still should, ACC. So now could you imagine being Miami in their shoes, right? You lost your quarterback. I think the playoff committee is right, and it scares the hell out of me because I keep trying to tell everybody the worst thing in the world is for Florida State to go and beat Louisville and not get into the conference championship or get into the playoff championship discussion in those 4 games. The reason why that scares me, because they'll win a bowl game, go undefeated, and pull a UCF. That scares me. That absolutely scares the hell out of me because they're going to put a fake championship next to their name. We're undefeated. We would have been undefeated with Jordan Travis. You know they're going to do it. You know it. Don't even pretend like they're not. Oh, that's UCF just does that. They will go undefeated and claim a national championship. I want them to either lose to Louisville or win and get in because they'll get bounced. And that's why the playoff committee doesn't want them in because they know they're going to get bounced. That quarterback is terrible. I don't know. I didn't mean to jump off that off ramp, but we're talking about the Canes and cheers. Flip City.
Cheers,
City.
motherfuckers.
Flip City.
You got wine. You got wine.
I got wine. You bet your ass I got wine. I got wine. Yeah, I know, wine was opened up, so I'm drinking wine.
Okay. All right.
So what was handy? So what was easy?
Yeah, cheers.
What was nearby?
So we got a lot of spots to fill is what you're saying. Cam's leaving. James might leave.
Mm-hmm.
Corey Flagg is leaving. I think that linebacker room is in really, really good shape.
Mm-hmm. I think Peepo takes the jump next year. Peepo. Mm-hmm.
Cheney's
Popo.
gone.
Popo. Peepo.
Harvey's gone.
Cheney's gone. Harvey's gone. Expected. I think the front 7 is going to be fine if Kiko stays, which I'm really hoping he does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's your guy, right? I mean, that's the alpha in that group. That's the mentor for all these young guys. Kiko stays. That front 7 is really, really good. I'm super concerned about the safety position. because you need 2 plug-and-play guys. 2. If James leaves, you need 2 guys, and you're replacing some really good production back on
All the
right?
reports are he's gone.
Yeah. So, I mean, do we have guys that can play there? We have, the 5-star from Chaminade coming in, but that's a true freshman coming in. That's an awful lot to ask. So that's a portal. You've got to get one safety in the portal. You have to get one starting safety in the portal. You have to. Without question, you have to.
You need a starting safety. You need a starting quarterback. I mean, you need players in the portal, bro. You're gonna need a couple offensive linemen.
You need a quarterback to come in and compete for the job.
No, you need a starter to come in and compete with the job. You need someone to come in that has at least 1 full year of starting experience at FBS or FCS level. I don't care which one, but has at least like 10 to 20 starts under their belt. Like, I'm terrified right now. Yeah, we're going to get into the quarterback thing, but I'm terrified how this whole thing is going to pan out.
Let's go, because
this is the drama, bro. So, all right, so let's just get into it.
Yeah,
so TVD's gone, everybody.
TVD's gone, right?
Gone.
All
right.
Scoop was kind of hinting on that last on the recap show. It's the recap show. He was hitting at it, and it happened. He's gone.
And the rumors on X about who wants to go after him.
Who are the rumors
in the conference?
Yeah, which team?
Louisville. People all over X talking about Louisville.
So, and let's put 2 and 2 together here. Who's his roommate? Who was his roommate?
Mm-hmm.
So don't be surprised.
Him and Brom.
Surprised.
Oh
yeah.
boy.
Don't be surprised. Those kids had eyes.
I hadn't seen the X stuff.
Yeah. But if he's going to Louisville, it's almost a foregone conclusion that somebody else might be going to Louisville.
Look, I think here's my thing on X, though, right? Because he's a 4th-year junior, right? So he can get invited to the Senior Bowl. He can get invited to these All-Star games. If I'm X and I get invited to a game and I just had 1,000 yards on an offense that wasn't terribly productive, I'm out. You're not going to do better than that, I don't believe. You need to go try.
It's going to be his draft grade first, but then the other thing is he has his most successful games when Tyler Van Dyke is the quarterback. Period. Like when Emory was when Emory was in against Clemson, when Emory was against Florida State, those just go look at those numbers. Those are nowhere near.
Drastic difference.
So I believe Xavier knows where his bread is buttered, and he can't guarantee having that same symbiotic relationship with the next quarterback, but he can guarantee with Tyler in a certain system he can. So it just depends on his draft grade, Scoop. I think if his draft grade isn't where he wants it to be, I think he follows Tyler wherever.
I'm 100%. I don't disagree with that whatsoever. I don't think X. My opinion. I don't think X stays here either way. I think he either goes to the draft or he follows Tyler.
Okay, agreed. Speaking of that, we do have a quarterback. We were debating in the recap show who was going to be the quarterback for the bowl game. I think that is now finished, put to bed. Reports are out there. Jacurri Brown's going to be the starter. So we get to see what that iteration with Shannon Dawson looks like, because one of the questions I want to have, and there's some names out there in the portal who Miami might attract as far as starting quarterback, like you said, Toast, somebody with, previous P5 experience at this level, has a lot of games under his belt. But what are our thoughts about Jacurri playing in the bowl game? And there was a comment too, and let's touch on that.
I'll be honest, man. I'm not sure how to feel about this, because someone's going to have to explain exactly what happened. Because yesterday
no one's explaining anything.
Well, that's the whole thing. But what I'm saying is that first I see reports that Jacurri was in discussions with the coaching staff about the bowl game. So I don't even know what the fuck that means. You're in discussions. Are you on the team or are you not on the team? And if you're playing now, bro, where were you 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? Where were you?
I don't know.
Like why all of a sudden we have echoes?
We all have echoes.
Everyone's echoing.
Yeah.
Something hit something. There we go. It went away.
Oh, cool.
Holy shit, that was like fucking.
But
that was my fault.
In the twilight.
Seriously, dude,
that was my fault.
Sorry.
Look, I don't understand what we really needed his services with his shirt secured those last few games. I don't. So was it? So what I want to know is here's what at some point someone needs to tell me: was it a couldn't, a shouldn't, or a wouldn't? It's one of those three. It was either couldn't, shouldn't, or wouldn't, and I didn't know which one because if it was one of those, I really don't want him to stay after the bowl game.
Yeah, there's a good foregone conclusion. Just because he plays in the bowl game, he's still not liable to or likely to stay. Depends on what they bring in. You know, if they bringing in a guy, you know, they're bringing in a portal guy. You know that they are 1,000%. Yeah, they have to compete for the job. So
now, what if he shows out and he stays in this game against Utah, very competent coaching staff in Texas? Like he shows out and he has a fucking game, bro, and he stays.
Then he has some discussions with the camp because that's what they say. You have a chance to come back. We're going to be honest about the situation. You have the ability to be the starter,
but you don't promise him the starter job, right?
No, you can't. He's got to compete for the job. Everybody on this roster is going to compete for this job, but. To me, regardless, when you're a transfer QB, for the most part, there's a 99% chance you're going to compete for a starting job, right? No matter where you go. Look at what happened with Jake Garcia. Jake Garcia went to Missouri. Everybody thought it was a shoo-in. All the Jake Garcia stands. It was a shoo-in he was going to be the Missouri quarterback. He didn't win that job. There's no guarantee any of these quarterbacks that hit the portal are going to win a job. It's very few and far between, right? Sometimes the quarterback room, for whatever reason, is barren because there was a coaching change. So, yeah, you could peg a guy, and it's pretty surefire that he's going to be that guy. The one thing is it was like the minutia militia. Oh, my goodness. When that kid said, where was this love 3 months ago? It was like people lost their mind. It's like it's what Tyler didn't say. Tyler didn't thank the fans in his thing. Personally, I wouldn't have thanked you either. And now this guy says, where's the love 3 months ago? And people like want to go ahead and just mobilize. It's like, I am telling you, like, so what? The kid literally said, where was this love 3 months ago? Okay, he said it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He's playing in the bowl game. I've asked for this kid to play all year long. He's finally playing. We get to see it. So he said a comment. I don't care. So what? Like, why are we focusing on this? We should be happy.
We're innately unhappy. This fan base, you know. And look, that's what we are. It's okay. We're man enough to admit that stuff. I don't care either. I'm thrilled that he's playing. And to be quite honest with you, you have to assume that maybe he's not staying. I'd be surprised if he would agree to play and not heavily consider staying on the team. That's, you know what I mean? Like, because otherwise you would just, because you're kind of behind the eight ball, right? So you're going to play in a bowl game 3 or 4 weeks from now. Well, quarterbacks is like, it's just put them in a ping pong or a bingo thing, right? I mean, the quarterbacks that are out there now is just ridiculous. So now you're putting yourself in a position that if you're committed to playing a bowl game, you can't commit to go anywhere else. And maybe those other spots are filled. So
that's my thing, dude, is that if he commits to playing the bowl game, and I think it was David Lake that there were some reports that were insinuating that he's also agreed in that meeting to stay. And that's fine. That's great. However, and you talk about competition, this will be Mario's 3rd season now. He hasn't had a quarterback competition yet. Preseason, he has anointed the starter before spring ball even started each of his first 2 years. So why would he not do it again? Did he make that promise to Jacurri to get him to stay and do the bowl game and bail his ass out? Like, who's he going to promise it to? To Jacurri that yes, you're the starter next year.
No, you can't do that.
But you're saying he's going to do competition, but he's never done that before here. He anointed Tyler.
But you're going to say no.
Years.
He's not going to say. I mean, Emory started the game. He chose Emory.
I got you, but that's the other thing. So I mean, dude, this whole thing's this. Whole
I know.
It's
all very, very
gray. It's a mess.
Yeah,
it's
very
mess.
gray.
I think it's a mess. I think it's a mess, but it wasn't supposed to be. It's just when Tyler Van Dyke's play kind of soured during that conference stretch. That's when the quarterback room became noticeable. I don't think anybody planned on Tyler playing poorly through that stretch of games. So
Well, and they talked about
it was
Jacurri
fine.
packages preseason.
No,
They
totally.
said we were going to see
Totally.
them week
Now,
one. And
that's
against
the thing
A&M,
we'll
like
never
they said
know.
there were packages.
The only hint, back channel thing that we ever got, it was his decision. He wanted a red shirt.
He was never
Right?
suspended.
He was never suspended.
Never
He
did
was-
anything wrong.
all reports, good kid,
Right.
great kid,
Yeah.
hard worker, great athlete.
No off the
Right?
field issues.
Wanted to work on his craft.
Look, for the guys, he's a tremendous person.
Yeah.
Like really is a great kid. And he didn't bitch ever.
Mhm.
He always showed support. He was always the first one high five and all the first. So back to your point, we don't know if he had said, look, I'm just not going to play. But now he has the opportunity to play. I, for one, cannot wait for him. I want to see, as Rose said, the iteration. I want to see this offense with a different dimension to it, because it may be better, it may be worse. It's certainly going to be different.
Bro, we're all excited. Look at what the option was.
But it's
we don't even
you're
know what it
excited.
was.
Yes, but you're excited because it's him. And we've been clamoring to
Yes.
see Jacurri
Yes, of course.
in
of
some
course.
capacity. So I'm so I'm
I
excited
think it's
because it's
also-
Jacurri. He's a Milrow type kid for me.
Right.
And
And
I
think
want
we
to
also
see
want to see
if
the
he can
improvement.
find that type of talent. What?
Like we saw him for 8 games. I think we're all like, we all want to see how he's progressed in
I
this
watched the
entire
highlights and I was like,
year.
holy shit. Like I
So
was
it's
I
like-
was shocked at how talented he is again a year
Right.
later.
I want to take this conversation and kind of shift it, because obviously there's some portal quarterbacks that we're in the discussion for. Will Rogers being one of them, right? Correct. So what characteristics and traits? I don't care about the guy, but what do we need in our next Miami Hurricane starting quarterback? I will go first. Okay. I will go first. I need somebody with a little bit more moxie. I need that Emery spark, right? I don't think I felt bad for Tyler because Jalen Hurts, I heard him like they won. He's off to a phenomenal start, led his team to a Super Bowl. And Rex Ryan was on the NFL matchup calling him a silent assassin, right? After Texas A&M, that's exactly the same moniker we gave Tyler, silent assassin. But here's the problem. When you're not winning, that gets picked on, and then people called Tyler soft. And I just think that's a real kind of unique factor of our relationship down here as Miami fans. We like the Ray Lewises of the world. Then my quarterback, he needs to have a little bit more moxie. Go. Who's next?
Yeah, I love that. I do. It's a great one. I think it's, for me, the ability to be implemented into the run game a little bit.
So Mo,
Right. So you
agreed.
need to have, I don't need you to be De'Ara King, right? Jacurri is a perfect example, right? Can he do both? Because he is a weapon with his legs. But like Will Rogers, right? Will Rogers is not that type of athlete, but he can run. So do you at least have the threat? And Tyler was more mobile than people give him credit for, but they just didn't utilize him like that at all. Like you saw like 4 or 5 times the entire year.
Mm-hmm.
So I need somebody who at least threatens the defense, as opposed to them being able to just put their ears back, run blitz. They know Tyler's not going to keep it. You know, I need a little bit more of an option there.
Mine is experience. I need a guy that has a bunch of starts under his belt, that's been through wars, whether it's Group of 5, Power 5, freaking FC. I don't care. You've been through rivalry games. You've been through tough road atmospheres. Like you've been there. You've done it. None of this is going to phase you. I need experience in that room. And I'll be honest, I want more than one. I want 2. I want 2 people to come in and compete with Jacurri if that's who's going to be staying. Because listen, then you look at that. All right, so whoever wins, then you got to back up in a 3rd string, and you don't have to lean on Emery and Judd. Like there should be 5 guys in that room, bro. You shouldn't have to lean ever on a true freshman and on a 2nd-year freshman, like at a program of this size, in my opinion. There should be some depth there. There should be some guys. The fact that there wasn't was just, my God. So that's my thing. Experience. You got to have. We need experience brought into that room because we don't have any right now. We have Emery started 2 games. Jacurri has started 3 or 4. So maybe we got 7 starts, 6 starts
I think
in that room right now. Power 5 starts. I mean, come on. We need an influx of experience.
And I'll do one more quick one because I saw what the fan base did this year. I need somebody who's not really turnover prone. That's it. Because when the interception mounted up, and listen, 12 interceptions, not necessarily bad. It's not great. The interceptions mount up. Oof, the keyboard warriors come out with headdresses.
Well, it's also the ratio with the touchdowns. So if you had 35 touchdowns in 11 interceptions, it looks a hell of a lot better.
Yes, true. All right, so that's
so let me ask you guys this, because there's been a lot of talk about Will Rogers. Had an off year this year, however, flourished for 2 years under Pirate.
Right.
How similar is that with what Shannon's doing? Do you think that's an easier, like just kind of a plug and play fit into what Shannon already does, or where do you fall?
It's an air raid system, or what did he call it? He didn't call it. He called it a theory. What did he call that? The air raid.
I think he pretty much called people stupid.
He did. Is what he did. That's what he did. That was his nice way of saying you guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah. And I've never said it was an air raid offense. If you go back and listen, I said there's air raid concepts, but that wasn't a full like June, like Hawaii air raid offense, Warren Moon type. No, not even.
Yeah, look, I mean, I've seen Will Rogers. I've watched some of his stuff. He's a good passer. He's a very good passer of the football. And you saw him flourish for 2 seasons. He got hurt. He got a new system this year, and he wasn't nearly as productive. So you've seen it, but we saw it before too. That's kind of like the same thing. We saw it, and then we saw it down. Are you going to get the up, or are you going to get the down out of him? I would prefer, if I'm going to go for a Will, I would go with the guy from Kansas State. That's just me.
I have no skin in the skin.
I'm not saying that those are my top 2. I'm just saying that
Tua's brother has emerged on the radar as well. Tua's brother has also. I'm just saying. So there's some names that have been linked to the University of Miami. I think they're going to get their portal quarterback, which
they'll get one.
Did you hear what Rule said?
But I want to make this quick statement. Once we get this portal quarterback, and if that portal quarterback ends up being the starter for the University of Miami, out of our last 3 starters, 2 were portal quarterbacks. De'Aaron King was a portal guy. Then it was Tyler. Then it was a portal guy. I just think this is the new landscape of college football. Like that, your next starter potentially is not on your roster.
I mean, look at the quarterbacks that have gone into the portal.
Everybody's in there.
Incredibly successful quarterbacks last year.
Yeah. Well, you know why? What Rule was saying, they asked him if he was going to be going in the portal to get a quarterback because it went so well with Sims last year. And he was like, I think I'd rather just kind of develop them myself. I'm kind of old school like that. But he also mentioned, he's like, listen, man, it's $1 to $2 million. If you want a starting portal quarterback, that's where you're starting at, $1 to $2 million. He's like, I'd rather do it in house. He's like, but that's the new world we're living in. So unless you're ready to commit that,
no, they need to. Mario needs to spend $1 to $2 million on the portal quarterback, and I think the collective is fine. Miami's transitioned away from a prominent booster doing it. Now they have a collective, and I think they're smart enough to realize that's the position that they need. That's the position you need to go after. You're not catching whales without without the right bait, and they like the green minnows in the sea. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, so you need a whale quarterback too. Listen, you get the right guy, Miami's going to have I'm happy. I mean, in the trenches, Miami's going to be really good. I think at cornerback, we're going to be good. The safeties, we got to go ahead and lock up. Every year you're going to have a position group, but then the most important position, the quarterback, if you could get the right quarterback in here, if you can get that guy that with experience, with some mobility, with some moxie, not turnover prone, and they can win you a couple ball games and they have a great season, it could get spooky in the Gables, because I feel with the way Mario recruits, I think he's on Harbaugh time. They gave Harbaugh way more time than some fan bases would like to do. And Harbaugh rewarded that later, right? It wasn't until
him and Connor Stallions.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. Well, I'll be Connor Stallions for you. Go ahead, start flying me on a. I'm smart. Listen, I'm not the smartest when it comes to X's and O's, but I'm smart enough to. I'll steal their plays for you.
I was gonna say I can pick up some signs.
I can pick up some signs, bro. Fly. You want to fly me on the 50-yard line all across the country? I'll tell you what my Kelly day is. We'll work around my B shift schedule, bro. I'll fly anywhere. You want me to head up your espionage? It won't even cost you that much money.
Let me ask you guys just to put a final nail on this one. So who's backing up JB in the bowl game?
I put Brashard Smith should.
Pretty much, right? That's all. That's real.
I put it out there. I was like, he has some high school snaps. You better put some Wildcat packages in,
right?
And you better have some other packages for him. Like you legit have to.
I mean, God forbid something happens to JB in that game. Like seriously, who's QB2?
Brashard Smith.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Oh, hopefully they can convince him to stay too. Yeah. But he was, he was an all conference.
He was all conference. Team. Yeah.
As
that should be good. Yeah.
Special teams, I'm imagining.
All right, let's take a quick break. We got more stuff to get to, guys. Got to talk about the draft, the bowl projection, all that nonsense. But first, we got to talk about our good buddies at Ed Morris Automotive. EdMorris.com. Scoops wearing the hat as always. Go ahead, check out the website. All the brands, even Teddy Morris's Harley Davidsons. You can go up there in Daytona. Real road trip, head up 95, go check it out, buy yourself a hog. All the brands listed on that website, edmorris.com. So thankful for them. They've been with us for so long. We love them for it. edmorris.com. Go visit them today, buy yourself a car.
Yes. And in that car, especially if you have leather seats, you don't want your balls sticking to it. So you have to go ahead and buy the Performance Perfect Package 5.0 Ultra, right? It's got an exclusive offer. It comes with a free bag. Who doesn't want a free bag? You can keep your balls nice and shaven so they don't stick to the seat of your leather seats of your Ed Morris car, and you throw that toiletry bag right in your trunk.
Well, because I don't want my ball bag to stick to the seats.
No, of course not. And there's a promo code OBB. Listen, we talked about it. It's the perfect season. You guys are hard to buy for. Just be like, you know what? The OBB's right. Buy me a Manscaped package. The package. With that being said, talk to us about the packages, Scoopy Scoop.
Come on, baby. Come on. Our man has been killing NHL. Being the bookie.
Does. That's like on
it really is.
I told you that's the moneymaker. I told you it's the money, but
it really is
this weekend. And then so you can get in for this weekend and then get in for the bowls, man. I mean, that's the best time, right? Bet on all the bowl games. I mean, come on. How much fun is that? Especially when you're winning money.
Well, as long as you're winning money, it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. So beatingthebookie.com. That's where you get the packages. That's where you go and you buy whatever you want. Whatever sport, whatever combo of sports, 30 days, 60 and 90 days, a whole year if you want to. It's all available there. And then you get your free plays at his social media accounts at Beating the Bookie, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Follow the man, make some dough. And I've got two picks for this week.
What do we got?
First and most important, and I love both of these picks. I got to be honest with you. Just looking at them, Louisville plus 2.5.
Yeah, let's all over that. Man, I'm telling you, they're going to be pissed off. They blew, dude. Think about what they blew in that Kentucky game. They would have had a legitimate call to be in the CFP if they knocked off FSU.
Yep.
They're going to be coming out pissed.
Yeah, I would imagine. That's a. Yeah.
And Josh Pate picked them to win as well. And like he's been that Louisville, every time he picks Louisville, he picked Louisville to beat Notre Dame. And he said not only did he pick them to beat Notre Dame, like handedly, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Kiss of death for you FSU fans.
And Roll Tide plus 6.
Wow.
Against the Dogs.
That's okay. Interesting. All right.
Interesting.
Going to be a close SEC.
So we will get
game.
to our picks later. I don't know what we have, but we will get to them.
Well, we have all the conference championship games, including the MAC.
Oh, we still got to pick those games. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah, baby. Yeah, boo.
Did you know Paul Baines Roofing offers a $150 online special? You save $150 off any new roof. Just mention you found us on the internet to receive the discount. And I bet you, if you just said, I didn't find you on the internet per se, but I found you on the OBB, $150 off. I'm telling you, they'll just listen. We're online, right? We're a podcast. We're online.
I'd
so
go
we
with
technically
that.
count. We're
I'd go
taking it.
with
We
that.
got OBB
Yeah.
discount. You hear it now.
Hey,
just say
hey,
the
boys,
OBB
don't get mad at us, but we just
online
kind of put that
discount.
out there for you.
Yeah, the OBB online discount. Right there, you go. All right, there you go. But here's what you really need to know: 981 roof 954-561-305
Roof.
981 roof. Go route, post route, out route. That's what you do. That's what you do. Bang.
Hey, I'm Paul.
Give me a call.
Mm-hmm. All right. So before we get back into some stuff, I think we have an OBB AI.
Oh yeah, we do.
No way.
What
Yeah, we sure
what question?
I'm still
did you
laughing. I'm
pose
still
this week?
laughing at the Thanksgiving one.
Yeah.
I let everybody in
Masters
Tampa listen
music
to it. They were
playing was
like,
perfect.
"Oh
Yeah.
my god!"
What are you doing?
Hey, so happy Thanksgiving,
So happy Thanksgiving,
everybody.
everybody. Slaughtered half your people. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, I took we don't use the AI for productive purposes a lot of times. We just let it screw with us. So this time I said, do some holiday shopping in the quarterback portal for us. And it actually did some halfway decent analysis, I gotta say.
Welcome to the AI Orange Bowl Boys Week 14.
What an up and down season. I'm exhausted. If Jenner's asks us to pitch any more stupid offensive gimmicks, I'm just shutting myself down.
Guys, what are you talking about? It's the holidays. The Hurricanes get to play in a poorly sponsored bowl game, and shopping season has officially begun. So I thought it would be nice to do a little transfer portal holiday shopping.
Thank you. We need defensive replacements, maybe a couple receivers, and no less than 11 quarterbacks.
So now Jenner's wants us to pitch dumb quarterbacks. Jesus Christ, he's exhausting.
No, I'm doing my holiday portal shopping for legit options to start at Miami. First up, we have Minnesota quarterback Hathan Kaliakmanis. Canes fans will have fun trying to say that name, so will we. And hey, he got Minnesota Bowl eligible.
Yeah, because there was a shortage of 6-win teams this year, so they got in at 5-7.
Sounds like he fits the current coaching scheme we have. How about Texas A&M quarterback Max Johnson? He started the year as a backup, but got elevated to starter after Connor Waitman got hurt.
Do we really want to unbrainwash an A&M kid? They're so weird. It's like dating a new girl and finding out her ex-boyfriend was in a sex cult.
I like K-State quarterback Will Howard. He's a grad transfer, so we're drifting into early 30s, sixth-year senior Stetson Bennett territory. He did lead the Cougars to a Big 12 championship game in 2022 and almost got them back this year, finishing at 8-4.
That's 100% better than 7-5.
I'm asking Santa for Mississippi State quarterback Will Rogers. Rogers started every game for the Bulldogs in the 2021 and 2022 seasons and thrived. And his name is pretty close to Captain America's.
And what can we offer a kid like that?
Dude, Miami, you're out of Mississippi in modern civilization. A Miami party might kill a kid from Mississippi. What's not to love?
Well, thanks everyone for a great season. Enjoy your holiday portal shopping and go Canes.
Let's go.
Bench.
That was a weird one.
Great
Hey,
season. Interesting.
Hey, I
That's a weird
told
one.
go Canes. Now he's doing it as a question. Go
He's
Canes.
not even sure.
Go Canes.
Apparently, AI Scoop hates my guts. I just learned this too.
I guess.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking exhausted.
Jesus Christ, he's exhausting.
Oh my gosh. All right. So hey, so obviously Max Johnson actually is going to UNC.
Yes.
So he's going with Mac Brown. Riley Leonard, I think, is just an absolutely intriguing name. And
Notre Dame.
Kind of say Notre Dame. Yep. But
That's a done deal.
yeah. Interesting. So check this stat out. 2019 season. I wrote this down to make sure I had it accurate because you know me with stats. In 2019, just 6.4 of FBS rosters were made up of transfers. What do you think that number grew to in 2023? What percentage of each roster was made up of transfers? From 6.4 in 2019, 4 years later.
36%.
42%.
Wow. All right. Well, not that drastic. 20.5.
Okay.
That seems very low.
That's just under a quarter.
Yeah.
I'm good with math.
It's actually a fifth, but right on.
Yeah, right. No,
He's
I
good
got
with
you.
math.
Well, that's less than a quarter.
It is just under a quarter.
Yeah, it is just under a quarter, a fifth. I
Right.
know.
By 5%.
All right. So we got Cam going to the NFL, highest rated safety on the board. I'll be honest, man. I think if James goes, he's getting some bad advice, man. I really think he could use another year. I really do.
He hasn't made the decision just yet. I think it's possible. I mean, he's the Swiss Army knife. He can definitely, in the right system, be utilized. And I think he has a good NFL career. I do. I think.
I mean, right now, I think PFF said he was like 101, which is like third, fourth round. I mean, I'd like to see him be a first or second rounder.
Yeah, so maybe the advice, they're going to give him the right advice, and if he comes back, that's fine. That would help. If James Williams stays back, and then you get a portal, safety guy, you get some of these young guys that come in there, do the thing. That makes me feel way better about that room.
I'll be honest.
we'll
Who else makes me feel better that we haven't heard his name mentioned at all about going anywhere is LT.
Yeah, not yet.
Remember, he's a Manny guy.
But he's
up
leaving. There. He's up there on the draft board.
He tweeted yesterday, I gave it my all.
Oh, did he? All right.
Yeah,
so NFL
Eagles or whatever. Fly high.
Why was he Boston College guy? No, he transferred out just to.
Well, I know earlier in the season, Kuiper had him as like a top 3 defensive tackle. Yeah,
he's not staying, which is probably why. Another reason why
James
Scott
wants to go.
Got that.
Oh, right. Why Scott's coming in?
You know what I mean?
I'm thinking the combination of him leaving and Bain getting the defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
And remember, we lost Blount. He flipped.
Well, there's actually talk that he's flipping.
He might come back.
Well.
Yeah, I mean, at that stage, come on, really? Do we want to go down this road flipping back and forth?
Well, I mean, days? Whatever. It's not like you got to play him.
I got you. All
so
right,
I will say. So hold on. So I did find this funny, and this goes back to the Florida State getting in if they're 13-0.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, I believe that if Bama beats Georgia, they're both in, and Florida State's out. I do believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I really do. Like
I do too.
I don't see how that you're going to put Florida State with the backup quarterback in over them. I just don't see it.
Well, and also their wins, man. Their best win is
well.
LSU,
So this is
games.
what I was going to say, right? So Barrett steals all. No, Barrett Saleh is him and Hahn about how the body of work matters, and I tweeted back about that's the body of work is this, and Joel Meyer tweets at us, their combined record of their opponents this year, this is true, 67-76.
Oh shit.
And they didn't win 41-10 all the time. You know what I mean? Like they beat Boston College 31-29. They almost lost to us.
They were losing in North Alabama.
They almost lost
13-0 in the second quarter.
Like that's the stuff. I hope that Louisville kicks the shit out of them. We don't have to deal with any of this.
Exactly.
Because they don't. I'm sorry. Anyway. Sorry. Tangent.
No, don't apologize. All right. So bowl projection. If everything, according to CBS, if everything holds, it's going to be the Sun Bowl, El Paso, Texas, on the 29th of December, up against Utah. So a very competent coaching staff, Whittingham and his whole crew. First ever meeting between the two programs. How would you feel about that one, man? That would be quite a test for Jacurri.
I don't like the fact that I'm not going to know who's rooting for Miami and who's rooting for Utah because
this one versus this one.
Half of our fan base still does this.
Yes, I know.
Hey, but
I mean that's the
I want it. No, I changed my mind.
What are we doing?
I changed my mind. I want to play this game. Because this is the only chance Miami might have in our lifetime that we can actually do the U downtown to somebody else.
Well, or that they're not going to do it.
Screw you, Utah.
Uh-huh.
But I don't like the fact that Whittingham has had Mario's number.
Right?
Badly. Bad. I mean, kicks his ass every time they play.
Yeah.
Seems like.
Yes. No. So, but yeah, bring on the Utes.
All right. Anything you guys want to hit before we hit picks, and then we dive into the 5 questions.
Five questions is back. Woo!
Normally it doesn't come back till January, but
it's back now. I know Jenner's brought it up. He's the producer.
Let's go.
The producer brought it up. Let's do it.
So first we got picks. This is all the championship games. I may have missed one. I didn't put the App State game on here. They're playing for some reason. Who gives a shit?
Whatever.
All right. So first game. This is Friday night game. Pac-12 championship on its own day. Yes. 8:00 at night on ABC. Oregon versus Washington. This game is happening at the Raiders in Las Vegas on the Strip.
Wow.
Oregon giving 9.5.
9.5?
Monster number.
Is that right?
9.5.
I can't go with.
I checked
Oregon
these
at that
numbers.
number.
They look.
That's
wait,
correct.
That doesn't help. No.
that gives us
Doesn't help,
credibility.
actually. Yeah.
No, Huskies. They're Oregon wins, but come on now.
These numbers were secured from ESPN Bet.
What are the records, by the way, Jenner?
Maybe they're
One
anticipating a
loss,
soft.
undefeated.
Maybe they're anticipating
No,
a soft
not
pen.
No,
their
he's talking
records,
about last
our
week.
records.
Our records.
Gotcha.
On the regular season, last week, Toast went 3-3. Scoop went 3-3.
Well, yeah, we did the opposite.
Roe went 2-4. Toast finished 35-43.
The only way they don't cover is if he's a soft penix.
No.
It's been holding on to that for how long?
I don't know. This whole
Jesus
segment so far.
Christ.
Okay.
I said penix.
I know you did.
Scoop on the
He's
regular
laughing
season at
his ass
44 and
off.
34, by
Swear
the
to
way.
God, he's a child. I love it.
Scoop,
Okay.
he was 10 games over regular season. Let's move on to our Penix.
9.5.
9.5, man. Oregon laying 9.5 neutral
Huskies,
site game.
Roof.
I
All
think
beige.
I'm taking
9-8-1
Washington,
roof.
bro. I mean, I think Oregon wins the game, but man, I'd be pissed if that game's a blowout, man. I'm expecting that to be a good game. I really want that to be a fun game. The first game was awesome.
Yeah, it was. I'm going Ducks.
All right.
Win by 10.
All right, now let's go Saturday, high noon, Big 12 championship. The Oklahoma State versus Texas. This is happening at Cowboy Stadium. Texas giving 15.5.
Who are they playing? Oklahoma State?
Oklahoma
Okie
State.
State.
So, interesting story.
Hmm.
Do you remember? Well, you probably didn't.
I'm a
forget.
man.
No. Gundy, he lost to like Central Arkansas this year.
Yeah.
And he also lost to like UCF, like 41-3. They're 8-3 on the season. Steve Sarkisian is 11-1. But do you know who they just picked as their coach of the conference?
Yeah, Gundy.
Because where's Texas going next year? Talk about driving the team petty pace car. That is so petty. That
Listen.
guy. Oh no! But give me Gundy. Give me the coach of the
I'm taking
conference.
Gundy.
That's too
15.5.
big. Yeah.
Right, I'm taking Gundy 15. Well, no, no, I'm taking Texas. Making a statement for the CFP.
Hook 'em.
They can win this convincingly. They have a path in. Also, I wonder how Cane fans would feel. I heard a vicious rumor back in the day that if they had called that Gundy might have been receptive to come on over here to be our head coach instead of Mario.
we knew that.
Mhm.
We knew that. Mhm.
All right, next up, just because I wanted to be able to say we made a bowl game or a championship game, Miami versus Toledo.
That Miami Ohio team was good.
This is 12 noon on ESPN. Toledo is laying 8.
Toledo's pretty good.
They are pretty
Candle.
good. Yeah.
Candle. He Mario wanted him twice now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
8?
8 points, man. That's a big number.
Yeah,
I mean, Miami Ohio's good too.
covers that. Toledo
You
covers
think so? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Red Hawks. Is that what they are? The Red Hawks?
Give me
Something like that.
Miami. Miami's on a hot streak. Right
Yeah.
now. Give me
going
Miami.
Going with the Canes. SEC championship. We know where BTB falls on this one. So what was his number? His number was 6.
6.
All right. So on this, it's 5.5.
Okay.
Georgia, Alabama in Atlanta, 4:00 on CBS. UGA given 5.5.
I do love the dogs. I think Bama's going to hang with them, man. I think Bama wins it.
Really?
And just upsets the apple cart. I mean, just
Be
totally
awesome.
fucks
Chaos.
the entire playoff.
Georgia
mean-
would still be in.
Huh?
I think Georgia's still in even if they lose.
Both of them have to get in. I think if Bama wins, they both get in. Because they both would
Fascinating.
curb stomp Florida State. That's the truth.
Yes.
And they're not looking, and I saw Herb Street like going off about it. I don't know if you see that clip.
Mm-hmm.
Basically saying like it's the 2 best teams or it's the 4 best teams. It's
Mhm.
not just because somebody did something.
Right.
And I was like, woof. And Finnenbaum said the same thing. Now he's an SEC
Feinbaum
guy.
just totally pissed all over FSU. He
He
pissed
did.
all over them. Like, oh my God. He was Roger Dorn in Major League, given and the manager just pisses right on the contract. Yeah, it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right. Did you pick this row?
I have not. Georgia.
Okay. And
What'd
I
you
picked
pick?
Georgia. Yeah, I'm taking Georgia. Next up, Big Ten. This will be a snoozer. Michigan versus Iowa, 8
Hold
o'clock,
on.
prime time. What?
The first half total. Take a guess. If you don't know, if you do know, don't say it. Take a
Okay.
guess what the first half total over under is for Iowa.
Oh, just their team total.
Just their team total.
First half.
First half.
7.
No, I'm saying 4.5.
Can I tell you what it is?
Yes.
It's half a point.
All I got to do is get a safety. What are the odds on that half point?
It's half a point. It's not like it's a normal. It's like 120 or something. Like it's half a point. Team
Oh my
total for the
God.
game 6.5.
Oh my God. So the spread is 21.5.
I mean,
Michigan all day. Come on. This is a joke.
it is a joke. It's a joke. I mean,
It's a
Iowa
total
can't
joke.
score.
No,
Literally cannot score.
it's insane.
I don't see how. It's you got to be so bad at your job.
Right?
You're so bad at offense. Like, what are you doing?
So bad.
You'd think they'd want to put on a show for the kids in the hospital every Saturday.
That's still
So
the
bad.
coolest thing. That's the
It
coolest.
It is the
really
coolest thing.
Yeah.
But God, score some touchdowns for them for crying out loud.
I mean, field goals would be
Let them
fine too.
cheer. Good God.
Anything.
All right. Last one, the game that we'll all be watching instead of the half point, unless you put money on that. 8 o'clock on ABC.
Oh, I didn't pick.
Louisville.
Michigan.
Oh, you didn't pick. Shit. Okay.
Michigan. I don't think anybody picked.
I was gonna say, it
We
sounded
all
like
picked
everyone was
Michigan.
rolling with Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just clean sweep. All right. AC's title game, 8 o'clock, ABC. Louisville versus Florida. FSU given 2.5. Cardinals. Oh, come on, Ro.
Cards.
Okay, yeah.
Cards.
Yeah.
Stop.
Screw Florida.
All day.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Hmm.
Those are the game. We don't have a Miami game, so that's it.
That's all the games.
Game
are?
of the
I
week.
laid off the App State game. Next week is Army Navy.
Okay.
That'll be it. There's only one game next week. It's over,
Hold on.
baby.
You didn't do SMU Tulane.
Really?
Yeah, we're not picking that either.
Go Mustangs.
You two, what is that? Was an ACC, AAC title? Get the
yeah.
fuck out of here.
I just want
Go,
to pick
Rhett Lashley.
Brett Lashley.
Boy.
I just want
All
to
right,
pick
all
Brett.
right. What's the spread in that one? Like they're giving like
3.5.
30?
Tulane.
Somebody,
Tulane given 2.5?
3.5.
somebody reached
Tulane
out
given
to me.
3.5.
Somebody reached out to me on my thing today, and it was like something about SMU, and they were like, "We don't care what you say. You're such a Lashley cock slurper."
You are. That's fine.
I was like,
Listen, it's a fine knob to slob on. Scoring 50 points a game, motherfucker.
yeah.
They'll
That's the
slobber
name
all
of this
over that
week's
thing.
episode.
I knob to slob on.
Red wine.
Here it goes.
All right, should we do 5 questions?
I got
Yeah.
them. That's what I've been
Hold on a
looking at.
Well, I have one. I have one.
I got like a few.
Okay.
We're good.
I figured you'd have a few.
FKTSO.
5 questions.
5 questions. All right.
FKTSO.
Okay, that's
I
the.
mean, you
the-
can't
the
say
show
you can't
title.
say that at the top. That's it. FKTSO.
Okay.
All right, FKTSO. What is a genuine movie prop that you want to own?
Oh, I know. I want a lifesaver.
I knew someone was going to say that. Yeah, absolutely. All right, I got a different one.
We own those already, asshole.
I know.
Indiana Jones whip.
Ooh,
Good one.
nice. Captain America's shield. Like a vibranium one.
Okay, Iron Man suit. How about that?
That would be cool too. Right there in the background. Oh, that would be awesome. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Scoop.
Tom Cruise's motorcycle.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you
That's a good
go.
one. That's a good one.
Or,
Jenner's.
or the flight jacket.
Jenner's,
Fight Jack could be good.
What movie prop?
Can we get the DeLorean?
Oh, there you go.
We'd
A
love to
kid?
have the
Only if it comes with
DeLorean.
a flux capacitor.
Yes.
A kid on my a baseball team with my son. His dad owns a DeLorean spot on, bro, in his garage. I'm like, dude, that's a DeLorean.
Beautiful.
Does he
And
ever
my
take
first
it out and
question
drive
to
it?
him-
Piece of shit.
And my
Terrible
first
car.
question to him,
Yeah.
real terrible. My first question to him, what do you think it was? What do you think my question was?
What happens
Have
when
you
you go
gotten
88
up to
miles an hour or
88
whatever?
miles an hour?
Yeah, of course it was. Of course it
Anything
was.
No.
Nah,
It
it's still
breaks
here.
We live in a
down.
child's fantasy world.
The
Okay,
engine
good.
goes boom and it pulls over to the side of the road.
Yeah, Florida State cop gives you a
Oh.
ticket at 88. That's what happens. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'll throw mine out for you, Ro. This is a good one.
Okay.
The Pop-Tarts Bowl will feature the first ever edible mascot for the winning team to nosh on after the game. Which flavor should it be?
Chocolate. All day. The chocolate one.
Just plain chocolate?
Yeah.
You got to have frosting on it.
No, I like just the chocolate one.
No,
It has
no,
chocolate
stop,
frosting
no.
on it. The chocolate one has chocolate
No,
frosting.
it
There's
has-
a
there's
chocolate with
both.
frosting and
There's
without.
with and without.
Yeah,
No, I don't want the one with the white frosting. I just want the chocolate one. The chocolate one's money.
with the frosting.
No.
My
You
God.
want
It's
frostingless
chocolate
Pop-Tart.
frosting. They have
Yeah.
a chocolate frosting Pop Tart that's chocolate in the middle, and then they also have a chocolate in the middle Pop Tart with no frosting. Those are the only two options you have.
I just want the brown on brown one.
There you go. There you go. That's not vanilla.
Answer the question.
Brown on brown.
Fuck
one.
is happening?
Brown on
Wow.
brown. I don't even
The
know
chocolate
what's
pop
going
tart. The chocolate pop tart. That's the
on. I
one.
think you gotta go s'mores.
That's a decent one.
Chocolate
good as
marshmallow.
He's gonna do some fruit.
He's gonna try to turn this into a fucking toaster strudel fucking
I mean, I'd
commercial.
prefer toaster strudel.
Fuck, you're such a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
Nobody prefers a toaster.
Nobody
strudel over a
does.
Pop-Tart.
They don't have a bowl game.
Not true.
The
Wow.
toaster strudel bowl. More of
Good
a
I bet a
backup
lot. I bet a lot.
Toasters
They'd
episode.
get a lot more. They'd get better numbers.
Oh my ass.
Toaster strudel bowl. I'd have to go strawberry.
All right, old
I
school.
like the strawberry.
OG. All right,
I like the strawberry.
with the white frosting with the
You
sprinkles
know what?
on it.
But I actually like it without the frost. Like it's
You
really
are
sweet.
fucking both communists.
No, it's really sweet.
How can anyone prefer a Pop Tart without the frosting?
You gotta have the frosting.
Like that, I think they only
The
make
whole
the ones
reason
without
you eat a Pop-Tart.
frostings for diabetics.
So
There
hold
is
on a second.
frosting
Here's
on
the
the
thing,
chocolate
though.
ones.
Toast,
It's like
this
a
is
chocolate-
This is true. It does have chocolate frosting, but this is true, Toast. And this is why I'm a little bit upset with you and your toaster strudel take. The frosting, the glaze
Mhm.
with the toaster strudel on the nice flaky strudel
Mhm.
is very similar to the flavor of Nothing Bundt cake frosting.
You know what? I'll have to bow to you because I've had plenty of Nothing Bundt cakes. I
This
haven't
one.
had a toaster
It's
strudel.
chocolate frosting, dude.
Okay, that one. That's the
Yeah,
one I
it's got
want.
frosting on it.
I never knew it was frosted. It was just chocolate.
What are you
That's the
talking
good one.
about? How do you not know there's frosting on it?
Because look at it, it blends right in. It's frosting, bro.
You're kidding me.
It's like there's frosting in it. That's the one that gets hot, not the
No,
one on the
there's
top.
goo in it.
Yeah, there's good goo. It's very good goo.
Episode titles just everywhere.
I can't.
Good goo.
I like good goo better.
Oh my
so far,
God.
we'll see. We'll see.
Oh my
I mean, this
All right, we
is
need to
why
have a-
this segment needs to be all
We need
year,
to
but
move.
anyway.
We need to move on. Next question.
Let's move
Okay,
on. Number
next.
3.
Next, this is going to be more of a group discussion because I saw this question and we have to come to a consensus. Drivers who swerve in the opposite direction before turning.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
like right when they're going to make in that left-hand turn lane and they make the wide turn to make a U-turn. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly. What are you doing? Because inevitably, you're the car in the other lane that they're about to sideswipe you. And it's not like it's a 18-wheeler. It's a Toyota Camry. What are you doing, Grandma? Why? So why do these people do this?
I have a theory.
Talk to me, Goose.
They're not good at geometry,
Okay.
right? So if
They
you
never had a
understand
compass growing up?
geometry and you understand that you go further straight to then just be able to turn, you're far away from any median, any curb, anything that you're destined to hit. If they don't go far enough out and they just turn, you're going to curb wheel after wheel after wheel, which is what a lot of women tend to do. Just
So they never had a protractor because they were too busy at home ec learning how to make a cake. That's what you're saying, right, Scoop?
No.
And then when we brought up women,
Oh, that was
you brought
AI
up women.
scoop.
You
I
brought
didn't
up
bring up.
women.
No, I
scoop.
brought up.
Yeah.
I brought up the women because the women love to curb. Have you ever seen? Hold on. Have you ever seen the TikTok where there's a guy? He's out on the curb and he's got one of his wife's high heels, and he's rubbing it against the curb, and she comes out losing her mind. What are you doing? He says, "This is what it fucking feels like when you curb my wheels." And it was, dude, hysterical. So
I just wanted to
here's the
add-
thing: if you go further straight, you can make the same turn without any sort of issue. But they like to genuinely just kind of, whoever does it likes to go around. My theory.
My theory is I think they're just playing some game of Tokyo Drift in their head and cut that shit out.
Nobody saw that movie, so that can't be that. It was the
All right.
worst scene involved, and it didn't have any of the stars were in it. It was that dude from NCIS. It wasn't even Vin Diesel or anybody.
You know that's real, right?
I
NCIS
know,
is real.
I know.
I told you
know.
that story, right?
Yeah. Love that shit too.
That
They
dude
didn't
was
even
so
have
you know
Grease
pissed.
Ducky
in that
died?
fucking thing.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Yeah,
Ah.
Ducky
Who?
died. He was 90.
Yes, Ducky did die. Yes, he passed away. Yeah, he had a good one.
Yeah.
90.
Listen, dude, how about them wheeling Jimmy Carter into his wife's funeral at 99? Holy Jesus.
That was touching though.
It was touching. It was touching.
When
But
did
dude,
that
that
happen?
dude, like 2 days ago.
Two days
Yeah.
ago.
They
Whole
were
city
married
was
for
shut down here for
77 years, bro.
Yeah.
77 years of marriage. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Wow.
Impressive. Just wow.
75. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Speaking of that, question number 3. Or is this 4? 3?
4.
What
I have a
hurts-
bonus question though.
There we
I have-
go.
I have a couple. What hurts worse? What hurts worse than a breakup?
Oh, when someone kicks you in the nuts.
Same thing.
Okay. Jenners and Toast have waited. I will tell you
Stubbing your
what
toe.
what hurts worse than a breakup.
Catching your toe on the coffee table might
Yeah,
be the
that's
most
a good one.
painful
That's
thing
a
that
good
ever
one.
happens to
That's a
anybody
good
ever.
Yeah. I will tell you that when you pick a 90% chance of going better than 7 and 5, but you actually go 7 and 5, that hurts worse than the breakup.
Oh.
Scooby.
I was going to stay in the breakup realm and just say when you found your next one, and then she comes calling back to you.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of like she's really fucking you up there,
Nice.
right?
All right.
That or
Question
kidney
number
stones,
5.
one of the two.
All right. I got 5.
You got 5.
We gotta man up for this one. Straight men. That's what it says. Straight men. Who is your man crush?
Wow. We're really
Mhm.
going to go down this road?
Yep, we have
All
to.
right. Straight men, who is your man crush?
I will tell you. I will go first. And it's kind of not fair because he's dead now. But he was definitely my man crush because I was in a band. Obviously, you know this.
Mhm.
And we were at like Halloweeny roast or something. One of the Zeta shows that you guys were putting on. And I saw Scott Weiland on stage. And I'm like, wow, he's impressive. He's a good front man. And that was my man crush.
It was good.
Man
It's
really knew how
fantastic.
to use eye makeup well.
Yes, very
Yeah.
well.
Moved like a slinky.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Mine is also dead. George Carlin. I just fucking idolized that motherfucker. Like, yeah, my entire life. My entire life, he was my man crush.
I can
I
see
wish
that.
that was him.
I can see that. I can
Oh.
see that. with some of your humor choices. I got that. All right, cool.
Oh boy, Scoop.
No, you know what? It was tough for me.
Right now, Scoop is thinking, God, if I wasn't gay, who would I pick?
Yeah, this is. I'm trying to hold it back. I'm gonna go this guy because of one particular character. I'm gonna go Brad Pitt because Rusty in the Ocean's movies is just fucking fantastic.
He really is, right?
He really is.
Rusty's
he
awesome.
never stops eating.
No, yeah.
He's never not eating in that movie. In any of those movies, he's never not
He's
eating when
always
he's on
snacking.
camera.
Always
You're
eating.
right. Yeah.
It's always snacking. Yep.
He's so damn good in those movies.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
And you know what's funny on that note, in those movies were great. But like Matt Damon's character is like probably the worst. Like he's so out of all the Matt Damon characters, that guy.
Oh yeah. If you're
So
comparing him to
annoying.
his other ones, yeah, not nearly as good.
Oh yeah, he's Jason Bourne. I mean, he's
So
super
good.
Goodwill
And you
Hunting.
know why there'll never
He's
be
got
a
great roles, but in that role, I was like, dude, he's
Yeah.
so annoying in this.
And you know why there'll never be another one? Because they will not do it because of without Bernie Mac.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Give me some
Clooney
milk
said it
and
in an interview
cookies.
like a few years ago. Like, yeah, no, that will. No, minute Bernie passed. That was.
Hey, we're not
so
asking that question.
Well,
We're
the old
letting
guy, isn't
Jenners,
the old guy dead in that?
Jenners isn't off the hook on this question.
Who's
Come
the
on,
old guy?
Jenners.
No, I'm moving on. We're good.
old
Oh,
guy.
yes,
Who's the
yes,
old guy?
yeah. What's his name? Yeah. Isn't he?
Oh,
did he
Elliot
pass
Gould?
away? Elliot Gould. No, I think Elliot Gould's
I
still
think
around.
Elliot's still with us.
Yeah.
Really?
No, it's
I think
Albert
so.
Brooks that just passed away, right?
Albert Brooks passed recently, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
All right, I got a bonus question.
Okay.
No. Why isn't Jenner's in this?
He just passed.
I just continue to wriggle off the. No, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just because you own a vodka company, you own a gin company,
cell
you own
phone
a
company.
soccer team, a cell phone
Yeah.
company, and you're Deadpool. All right, you win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
He was also,
That's a
he
good
was
one. That's a
also
good
Green Lantern, though.
And he's married to
Yeah,
Blake
we won't
Lively.
talk
That's
about
not
that.
bad.
That's
Blake
not bad
Lively,
either.
right?
Blake
Yes.
Lively's
Yes.
She was
Her in
so
the
good
town,
in the
bro.
town.
In
Yes.
the town. Oh my
the
god.
town, one of the
Oh my
most
God.
underrated movies ever.
Really?
Bro.
What
I
are the
mean, criminally
Yes.
underrated.
Yes.
Oh. Listen,
That is such a
Affleck's an
good movie.
amazing director. He really is. You look at his directorial work, he's a very good
Argo
director.
was really good.
Argo
Argo
was
I hate to
phenomenal.
say
fantastic.
that.
Yep.
It's
You like the
outstanding.
you like the accountant?
Yes,
Haven't
love
seen
the
it.
accountant. And
So
there's another they're doing a sequel.
You haven't seen the accountant?
No, I haven't seen
They're
it.
coming out with another one.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Apparently, yes.
Watch the accountant.
So good.
It's so good.
So
And
He's
good.
then
so
watch
good.
Silent Bob and Jay because he was in that movie too.
Oh, he was in all those movies.
Yeah, they go, yeah.
Kevin
They go
Smith's
watch
my
it.
boy.
What was
are you
the,
talking about?
What was the one with George Carlin? What was the one with the angel one?
Oh yeah, Dogma.
Dogma. There you go.
Holy
All right.
Shit.
Bonus
Bonus
question
question.
for you. What is the best rum to take the edge off when you have relatives sleeping on air mattresses in every room of your house? I will go first. Black Coral Rum. I wanna thank them. They legit got me through like the longest 72 hours of my life.
Wow.
Florida Rum Boys, you've heard the commercial on the spot. Go, they're Kane fans, Steel Tie Spirits. Go order them up, please. Great shit.
Black Coral Rum is my answer as well.
Trifecta.
There you go, baby. All right, so what are we calling this?
Oh, we have
Jenner's
options.
has like 15 inappropriate
We got
names.
There's a lot. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
list here.
Yeah, we FKTSO. Find out to Slavon. The Toaster Strudel Bowl. Or
like that.
Good Goo.
We all chuckled over Good Goo.
It's gonna be Good Goo.
Good
I mean, there was an album called A Boy Named Goo.
That is true. Yeah.
So a Good Goo it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Something.
Very good. All right. So listen, next time we see you guys next week,
Which
we
had
should
nothing
have-
to do with the man crush question.
No, nothing at all.
Not
But
at all.
good,
Yeah,
yes.
good job, guys.
No,
Thankfully.
that was
Well
a
done.
Google's question.
But I was setting you up.
Way to keep it high class this week, guys.
So we will we'll have our bowl invite when we come back next week, and yeah, man, and we'll have some more Portal news.
Yes, well, a
And,
lot more Portal news.
A lot more, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it doesn't work for you. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Beautiful.
That was fun back then.
It
It's
was
fun
back
right
in the
now.
day.
Off-season fun, man. I do. I,
Off-season
I
season
love
tickets.
getting in. I love getting into the season,
Oh, bro, the off-season season ticket this year are going to be amazing.
but I so thoroughly enjoy this show during the off-season.
Because all hell breaks loose.
It's just the best.
And this year is more chaos than normal because
Yeah.
the roster, oh my God, the holes we have right now, like the inflow, oh my God, this is phenomenal. And this is what he does best.
Yeah,
He's gonna
Get your
dominate
Get
the
your
next-
Kool-Aid ready.
8 months.
Get your Kool-Aid ready.
We
I
started
will
the show.
be-
He
I will
flipped a
be getting-
5-star. We're gonna
I
end
will
the
have
show.
the
He flipped a
Kool-Aid.
5-star.
Yeah,
did.
it'll be.
Yeah.
I'll be getting the Kool-Aid put into me bum. It'll be like what's that called?
My bum Kool-Aid.
Whatever.
Too late to
Hello,
rename
Red
this
Line.
week's episode to Bum Kool-Aid.
The bum Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid in my
Bum
bum.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid in my bum.
Kool-Aid in my bum.
I asked
Hold
him.
on.
I asked him one man. I asked him
Rename
one
it.
man crush question, and now he's
Kool-Aid.
taking Kool-Aid in his bum.
Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid in my bum.
Yep, done.
Kool-Aid in my bum. There's your.
That'll look good on
I
fan
am
sided tomorrow.
so. Kane's warning. I love the fact that that title's all over your front page. It's
Kool-Aid in my bum.
We're gonna log on tomorrow. It's gonna say Kool-Aid in my bum, and we're gonna be
bum,
off the
right up
site.
top.
We're gonna be off the site.
No, we won't.
No.
No, we won't. No, we won't be. They love us.
We've had worse.
They love us.
Yeah, we do
That works.
numbers.
We do numbers. They love us. Right, Black Pearl Rum, right, Factory. Yeah, baby. We even got a gambling spot. I think they added in.
Oh my
Oh
so
God,
fantastic.
good shit, boys.
You said
Oh.
Kool-Aid in my bum.
Yes, listen, that's for I'll be taking it. I forgot what's that. Prophylactically, is that what? Is that the word?
Yeah,
No.
No,
I
that's
don't
called
think that's
rectally.
it, no.
That's called rectally. It's not prophylactic.
Prophylactically.
There's no prophylactic about it.
That's if he
not
safely
sober.
wants to put Kool-Aid in his bum.
We do not recommend anybody putting Kool-Aid. in
Why
the bum.
not?
Public service announcement.
This week's
It's a
episode
Kool-Aid
comes
enema.
with a tag.
You tell me there's
He
never been a
said, "Why
Kool-Aid
not?"
enema. A Kool-Aid enema.
The views
I'm
expressed
sure.
by the
They've
Orange
had
Bowl Boys do
coffee
not
ones.
reflect that of the Kool-Aid Corporation.
While he sits there with his red wine,
That Kool-Aid's talking.
just, you know,
Oh,
throwing
my
it back.
goodness.
All right, we got to call this. We got to wrap it.
God Almighty.
As always. Go Canes!
Yo! Bang.